is sinking, but it's all good and I can't go down. You got me thinking that the party's over.
Hey guys, we are a part of Seether, and we just had a new album come out, and yeah, we recorded it in Nashville with Brendan O'Brien. Spent a couple months in Nashville last year recording the album, and really took our time with it, made sure that it was something we're really proud of and something that we'd be happy with the final product. But it was great working with Brendan, and first time working in Nashville, so that was a bit of a change for us as well, but we're happy with the final product, and we're going to go ahead and play the first single from that album for you guys. It's a song called Country Song, and it's a little bit of a departure for us. It's a little bit different to what we normally do. So yeah, check it out. This finger-picking part in the beginning, now that we're back down to a three-piece as a band, we've had to kind of change the way we play the song. So I actually have an acoustic guitar on a Gracie stand, and just sling the bass real low kind of under it and play the picking part. And then when the song kicks in, I step back and kick in with the bass with the guitar. So it's kind of a little double duty, but it took me a minute to kind of get it down. And the main part that I think is tricky about the piece is the sort of constant, bass note that you're hitting, and then all the other picking's kind of off time. So I'll just do it slow so you can check it out. So you just got to keep that bass note, and then just a slight bend on the high notes gives it a very country feel, which I know is not very Seether, but it just seems to work pretty well on the song. I'll stick with my index finger on the high notes. Again, I guess as a bass player, it's just easier for me to do that. The less things I have to think about moving, the easier it kind of is. So yeah, it's just on the index finger. The other part is when the bass notes change, I kind of change it up a little bit. I'll do that part for you as well, kind of slow, so you can check it out. So you kind of lose the bends in that part. That just kind of stays straight. And that's another one that takes a bit of getting used to. Just it's kind of odd finger positioning. But it's like anything, if you just know where the notes are and just start slowly and kind of work your way up to it and kind of get it smooth, and it's actually pretty simple when you kind of get down to it. So.
What I do is not as difficult as what Dale does, but I basically play in the verses, I just play an octave part with a D ringing out to make it sound a little fuller, because you try and use all the tricks you can to make a three-piece sound a little bigger than it is. So basically while he's doing the picking, I just go. Using the single notes on the bottom part of the riff, and then in the second half of the verse, change it up so it's a little bit fuller again, and you do play the whole, bring in the other string. I really don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing, but basically play a fuller note, doing the same thing as before. So it's. Do that twice, and then we change it up and we just do the. Then kick in with distortion for the chorus, which is also really simple. The run is just real, just basic, I think, intro riff to the chorus. And the chorus goes like this. That's basically the breakdown of the chorus. The bridge part for the song was originally meant to be the chorus part, and we moved it to the bridge because it felt like it was a better spot for it. And it's basically just rock and roll riff as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned. It was just to sort of take the song to a different place for a second and sort of mix different styles together and see if it worked. So the riff is real. It's my most fun part of the song to play, my favorite part to play. And when we do it live, Dale plays. We do the riff together. Dale hits a distortion on his bass. Again, so we can fill up as much as we can, being just the two guys. And this is the riff, real simply. And that's that. We have one more piece, which is basically like a breakdown. I guess it would be like a post-bridge part.
Yeah.
Which is it's the same underlying chords really as the verse.
I can do the just kind of the bass on the acoustic just to give them an idea of how the chords work.
And it's on the album. There's a bunch of different parts, but this is what we do live. So it's more true to what you'll see if you ever saw the band. So then there's a 4 count. It's an off count. It throws me off every time when we play live. So John has to count me and the drummer because for some reason it's just this one weird part of the song that I always lose in it. But then basically we just do. And then it goes into the chorus. This is actually my signature guitar that Seether's making for me now. It's, as you can tell, it's loosely based on a Mosrite shape because I'm a big Mosrite fan. It's just got a single humbucking pickup in the back, volume, and then it's got an on and off switch. Pretty simple stuff. I just like that it's got the beveling, and it's just a really fun guitar to play. It's really easy to play. It feels good when it's around your neck. So this is what Seether is making for me now, and it will be for sale if you want to buy one. It's a real simple guitar, but it's I don't really use a lot of settings on the guitars themselves when I play live. I use a lot more. I'm more of a pedal kind of guy. So
I play Seether as well. Seether basses. I actually use a bass that they haven't made it for years, but I really like the shape, and they agreed to basically make me one-offs whenever I needed them. It's the Seether Avenger. It's the same sort of shape as Sinister Gates. Is that his name? He used the Avenger guitar, but they haven't made the bass for probably about 10 years. But they've been making them for me, so that's. Seether's been really good to us, but they're also going to do like a signature model of the Avenger for me as well, which will be available this year as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then they just come out with this new line of acoustics as well. It's really nice guitars, pretty good looking, like all the little pearl inlays and that. Sound great. They play great. They've got a built-in tuner as well, which is a really big help. Especially, we do a lot of acoustic type stuff, and put into a radio station. It's one less thing that you need to do. Just click it on, tune it. Or if you're on stage, you want to make sure just click it, and so that's a good thing. Also, another little trick that we learned from our buddy Aaron, a bit of skateboard tape on the bottom of the acoustic, and just keeps it from sliding around when you're playing. So you don't end up doing one of these, and there's no way to look cool on stage when that happens. But So the grip tape really helps a lot as well. But yeah, I mean, we've been playing Seether for about 10 years now, and they've been really good to us and been really supportive. So it's good.
The next thing for us is we're going to go out on tour. Well, we're on tour right now, doing a headlining tour. It was just announced this week that we're doing Uproar with Avenged Sevenfold and 3 Days Grace. Bullet for My Valentine will be on there. Seven Dust, amongst other bands. So that's going to be coming up in August and September. And then hopefully in October, November, we'll be in Europe doing some touring there. And then, December is go home and see the family time. And then come January, we just start up and do it all over again. Same old. We normally, when an album comes out, and ours just came out this week, so we were in the very beginning stage of touring right now, and usually a tour lasts anything from 18 months to 2 years. So it's a long time that we'll be out for. So if we haven't come to your city yet, I'm sure we'll end up there sometime in the near future.